Okay, apat na laro yung National Basketball ngayong araw na to. Napanood niyo ba itong laro ng Washington versus Toronto? Biruin mo to tambak na yung Toronto. Tapos sa bandang huli, sila pa ang nanalo. Nag-choke po ang Washington Wizards. Mukhang paurong ang development ng Washington Wizards ngayon. Pag-usapan po natin yan. At syempre, I have a very good news sa aking mga katropa na berde ang kulay ng dugo. Boston Celtics, back to its own self. Panalo po ang Boston Celtics against the New York Knicks, and Jason Tatum dominated that game. Let's talk about the 4 games today and the 10 games tomorrow in the in-season tournament. At sino po ba ang mga picks ni Pau Salud? Pag-usapan po natin yan after the countdown. At syempre, after po ng ating balita, medyo I will answer your question po tungkol po sa basketball at iba pa. Lalo na sa NBA, syempre. Simulan na natin to. Nabubulol pa ako. Here comes the Boom Boom Pow. Let's do the NBA recap. Countdown muna tayo sandali Share, like, comment para po marami pong maging updated. Tulungan nyo akong palakihin po ang komunidad ng mga hoops at mga bolero dito po sa Powcast Sports. Salamat po. 1 minute countdown. Wait for me there.
The views and opinions expressed on this content is for entertainment and educational purposes only. The individual views of the guests are their own and does not reflect the channel's opinion. We respect everyone's opinions and comments, however we ask everyone to be respectful and understanding to each other. Let's have a healthy conversation to promote the sports we all love. This video is copyrighted to Powcast Sports. If you wish to use part of this content, you may do so by getting less than a minute footage and by following the fair usage policy guidelines, or send an email to inquiry@powcast.net. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thank you.
Powcast Sports. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. This video is presented by sportsplus.ph. Okay, magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat. Salud, Powcast Sports. I'm back and I'm live at basketball po tayo ngayon. Una-una, salamatan ko muna ang sportsplus.ph, licensed by Pagor, legit na legit. At syempre, safe na safe yan. Sportsplus.ph. If you're interested, just send me a message or just check the comment section for more information. Actually, dyan ako nanonood ng NBA basketball. At simulan na natin. Huwag na natin patagalin. At kung bago ka pa lang dito sa channel na to, mahilig ako sa basketball, mahilig ako sa boxing, mahilig ako magkwento ng sports. Kaya kung handa ka na, simulan na natin. 4 na laro po at hindi ako nahirapan na panoodin ito mga ito, no? Kasi kahit papano, at least meron talaga akong choice. And this is what happened today sa National Basketball Association. Quick summary lamang po kung hindi pa nakita, no? So sa Celtics po, panalo po. Ito po yung pinanood kong laro. We'll discuss more about the Boston Celtics. I'm gonna be a little bit biased because Celtics is my team. Celtics won 114-98. Jason Tatum, malupit ka talaga. Raptors versus Wizards, isa to sa pag-uusapan natin because this is the choke of the day. Okay? And Bucks versus Bulls, the story of that game, parang si Damian Lillard is not Damian Lillard. What happened? Pero at least panalo naman, ano? And then, of course, the Kings. Teka, naghari, nandiyan po si De'Aaron Fox. They defeated the Cleveland Cavaliers. Magandang tanghali po sa inyo lahat. Alin ba dyan ang gusto nyong unang pag-usapan natin? Alin muna dyan? Sabihin nyo sa akin kung Raptors, Wizards, Celtics, Knicks, Bucks, Bulls, Kings versus Cavaliers. Alin ba dyan? Tama ba yung pick ko kahapon? Of course, I picked the Celtics, I picked the Raptors, the Bucks, I think I picked the Cavaliers yesterday. Medyo doon yata ako mali. Comment po, oy, shoutout muna kay Kidlat, kay Emil, kay Michael, kay local Filipino boxing, Lakers LeBron, diehard fans. Wala pong laro si Lakers LeBron ngayon. So, let's go ahead and take a look at the game of the Celtics and the Knicks. Sabi kahapon ito ni Mark, always a good game yung Celtics at saka yung Knicks. And in fact, totoo nga, ang ganda ng laro and medyo kinabahan ako ng konti, but nonetheless sa bandang dulo nakita ko na Boston Celtics very calm and collected and they win this game 114-98. And you know what's the reason? Ang lakas ng second half performance ng Boston Celtics. If you look at the quarter scoring, 25-27 and 32-30. Samantala, they held down the New York Knicks to just 23 and 22 points respectively on those last two quarters. At ang lupit ni Tatum, bro. Although I would say this, Tatum is unstoppable. Grabe yung late games, ang ganda ng mga tinitirahan lang niya, harap-harapan yung kanya mga bumabantay sa kanya, and that is why they won this game, no? So let's scroll down a little bit here and let's look at Jason Tatum impressive performance. This is 13 out of 23, guys. He played 39 minutes, 35 points. 35 points. And pwede na ulit ako magyabang. So sana wala nang makatapat ang Boston Celtics na mangkukulam para hindi matalo. Okay. So 35 points and yung lang late game heroics din niya, yung sa bandang huli, just he really took over. Jaylen Brown 7 out of 18, not bad performance, 22 points para dito ay Jaylen Brown. And the last piece of the three-headed monster, Kristaps Porzingis, 21 points against his former team with 7 rebounds. Itong si Kristaps Porzingis as well is very efficient in scoring tonight. 7-11, always open, di ba? 7-11 po yan, 7 out of 11 field goal percentage. Derek White is having an off night though, but that doesn't matter because as long as yung Tatum at saka Jaylen Brown, both of them are working at both of them had a good offensive night, most probably panalo po ang Celtics, ang Boston Celtics. And tonight, that's the case, and that is why Boston Celtics wins the ball game. At tingnan din natin ang kartada po ng mga Actually, yung Sam Hauser, galing mga tres dito. Hindi nakasulat dito sa stats na to, pero si Sam Hauser po, ilan ba yung tres? 4 out of 6. That's the only attempt that he got. 4 out of 6. Ang lupit nung Sam Hauser. Yung Jrue Holiday, very effective. He has 7 rebounds, 2 assists. Muntikan pa akong kinabahan kasi sa bandang una parang hindi, pero magaling din. If he needs to score, he can score, di ba? So, grabe. So that is the Boston Celtics. Samantala, tingnan natin ang kartada po ng New York Knicks. Again, this is just our stats recap. And ng New York Knicks, ito ang kumana sa kanila, si Julius Randle. Julius Randle, if you look at him, actually, it's not that bad, but that's a 7 out of 19 po yung field goal percentage niya. 25 points. He can rebound, he can have an assist. But ang problema lagi dito kay Julius Randle, ang lakas tumira ng 3. 2 out of 8. Lagi yan. Jalen Brunson, 26 points. And Jalen Brunson had a 10 out of 21 shooting as well for this night, but it was just too much because napakaganda po talaga ng pinapakita po ng Boston Celtics. They are back to their old self. 50% as a team, 44% 3-point shooting, rebounds the same, assists lamang ng 10 ang assist ang Boston Celtics, and they won here. And I will say this, sabihin ko na, easy work. If the Knicks wants to win, they'll need to trade Randle. Yeah, well, Randle's is actually very good. Actually, ang lakas Ang problema lang, he's not very efficient. He needs to find a way to be efficient. Tama, Mark, Nathaniel. Medyo yun yung problema kay Randle Parang, although may mga players na ganyan na talagang ewan ko ba, bro? Ewan ko bakit ganyan. But Julius Randle needs to improve on his efficiency because he can score and he can do a lot of things. So, New York Knicks po, ang panalo po, ang next na laban po ng Boston Celtics, hindi po bukas to ha, ang next na laban ng Boston Celtics will be a hard one. Ito yung talagang mapapaano tayo, no? Mapapanood tayo dito. Yung laban po ng Boston Celtics against the number 1 in the Atlantic and in the Eastern Conference, which is the Philadelphia 76ers. So, yan po yung aabangan natin na laban sa 15 po. So, a day, 15, November 15 or November 16 po, dito po sa Pilipinas. So, let's move on to the next games that happened today. Ihuli natin yung Raptors and Wizards. I'm feeling na gusto ko mangasar ng konti ngayon eh. But I just want to go ahead and say shout out again kay Pimpoy. Kay, sino pa? Let's Care. Po, salud daw. Sabi ba doon, takot ka sa kanya pagsabayan ng live. Okay lang, bro. Takot talaga ako dyan. Okay, anyway, let's go. Pag-usapan natin itong Bucks and Bulls. Parang ang ganda, no? Bucks and Bulls. Bagay-bagay, no? Parang partner na partner yung Bucks and Bulls. But tonight, the Bucks is stronger than the Bulls. Does it make sense? The Bucks stronger than the Bulls. Well, at least in the National Basketball Association, the Bull is stronger, but the Bucks really made it happen tonight. And actually, nakita ko na yung stats kanina, of course, bago ako mag-live. The Milwaukee Bucks have a problem. I will tell you this, even though panalo sila. Okay? So, let's look at the actually team stats muna tayo. Let's look at the team stats. 47 against 38% ang field goal percentage. So, bad shooting night as a team for the Chicago Bulls. What's the main difference here? The rebound, out-rebounded din. Assist, actually, Chicago Bulls did better. Turnover, look at the turnover of the Milwaukee Bucks. 15 turnovers, and yet, sila pa rin ang panalo. So, what happened here? So, sila pa rin ang panalo dyan. And 42 points in the paint. So, what happened? Well, simple answer to that is Giannis Antetokounmpo happened. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Sarap banggitin, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 35 points on a 13 out of 22 shooting with 11 rebounds and 2 assists. And he took over, no? And siya lang talaga yung angat na angat siya dyan sa Milwaukee Bucks. He has 35 points. And here's the problem. Here's the big problem that I'm saying. Damian Lillard, look at the stats. 12, 5, and 3. It's not bad, but it's disappointing because Damian Lillard is 3 out of 17. 3 out of 17 in his field goal shooting. No, he's also very inconsistent in his shooting. So he is one of the newly acquired Bucks, 'di ba? And if you look at him, I will mention this para sa mga idol ni Damian Lillard or mahilig kay Damian Lillard. October 27 game, 39 points. 6 points. The next game, 25, 15, 30, 21, 34, 12, parang on and off. Literal na on and off. So next game maganda lalaruin ito ni Damian Lillard. 'Di ba? So, this game, pangit, maganda. So, very inconsistent si Damian Lillard for the Milwaukee Bucks so far. But at least nonetheless, they found out a way to win. And Giannis Antetokounmpo happened. Let's look at the Bulls. The Bulls has a big problem too. Parang ano bang nangyari dito sa Chicago Bulls? Ano nangyari dyan kay DeRozan? For me, Bulls management are so patient with these teams. The rebuild is a must. Okay, well, DeRozan has 11 points. That's 0 out of 3 from the outside and 3 out of 14. Pero ang ganda ng assist niya, yung sa ere, lumipad na siya, wala siya mapuntahan tumalikod, tumingin pa sa kaliwat kanan, tas pinasaan. Ang ganda ng assist na yun, pang highlights, pero talo pa rin. Actually, magandang laro dito, si Nikola. Tingnan ko nga. Although, nakikita kasi naka-3 siya, pero 2 out of 7 pala yun. 11 out of 24. That's the best field goal percentage with this team. Even Zach LaVine ay very ano po talaga, no? Very inconsistent. 5 out of 19. So don't expect to win with your two main scorers, Zach and DeMar DeRozan, playing so bad in the offensive. Okay? So this is the reason kung bakit po natalo ang Chicago Bulls. And the Chicago Bulls right now, although galing sila sa panalo, o sa isang talo, sa panalo, no? 4-7 na po sila. So they're one of the bottom team so far. Bottom team so far. So 118-109. Okay. So let's move on there. And let's move on to the other games. Itong Kings Cavs. So itong Kings Cavs ang pinanood ko actually kasi the last game for today, Kings Cavaliers, Sacramento. Ang ganda ng laro ng Sacramento dito. In the Aaron Fox, let me just double check on the Aaron Fox here, but let me check on the stats first here. 59%. I told you, actually 49% is not a bad stat as a team for Cleveland Cavaliers. And then Cleveland Cavaliers won the rebounding, assist 32. Let's see the turnovers. Not that much of a bearing, din points of the paint. So who did it for the Kings? Keegan Murray. Actually, ang dami pala, pati si Huerter, alam ko eh. Yeah, that's the reason. 4 players in 20 at 20 points. 4 players. So Keegan Murray 25 points. And I'm gonna just check on the field goal percentage. Domantas Sabonis 23 points. De'Aaron Fox 28 points. Kevin Huerter 20 points. So lahat yan sigurado ko ang gaganda ng shooting niya mga yan. So Domantas 8 out of 10. 9 out of 13 si Keegan Murray. Fox 11 out of 20, Kevin Huerter 7 out of 11, and they're not missing. This is the reason why they won this game. Even Malik Monk is 4 out of 8. Everyone was shooting great. Everyone 4 out of 6, including Harrison Barnes 2 out of 4. Harrison Barnes missed 2 3-point. Actually, the most disappointing player. And now that I kept watching the National Basketball Association, medyo nakakapagbigay na ako ng konting background. One of the most disappointing player for me is the Sacramento Kings. Alam niyo kung sino? It's Harrison Barnes. A little bit disappointing for Harrison Barnes' performance. Parang hindi siya veterano eh. So, okay, that's the third game. We now go to the last game of today, which is the most ansarap mang asar dito. Toronto Raptors 5-5 against the Washington Wizards 2-8. And this wasn't the case, bro. This wasn't the case. I'm gonna just show you a photo. In-upload ako sinend sa akin eh. Ito po ang nangyari dyan. That will tell you the story. Look at the eye of Kuzma. Third quarter, 71-48. They were leading all the way. And the Toronto Raptors was bound to lose this game. But what happened? They couldn't take care of the ball. No? Puro sumablay sa dulo. And that is a big problem, guys. So 71, naging 107-11 pa yan. Siakam, tingnan mo muna, pakita ko muna dito is the stats. 50, tingnan mo yung shooting ng Wizard was good, 51 as a team. Pero in total rebounds 47 against 38. Yung Siakam nagwala eh. Nagwala yung Siakam, 39 points, bro. Very exciting ball game ito kasi home court ng Toronto Raptors kasi nagabol sila dito, 39 points. Siakam. It was a Siakam night. No? Jacob Poeltl 13, Scott Barnes 19, but it was Siakam that made it happen. For the Wizards, itong Wizards na to, sayang lang yung performance ni Kyle Kuzma. Parang wala dito si yan si Jordan Poole. 14 points. Let's look at the stats of Jordan Poole 6 out of 16 Jordan Poole. Wala talaga, bro. Mahirapan talaga sila dyan. So Jordan Poole 6 out of 16, 14 points. And then Kyle Kuzma 34 points, 14 out of 25. Sayang ang performance nila. Sayang. But the Washington Wizards choked big time in this game. So let's look at the current standing of the National Basketball Association. And here is the leader of the board in the Eastern Conference Division. And 76ers. Teka, ayusin natin dito. Masyadong kailangan makita niya. 76ers lead the pack. So 8-1, isang laro na lang, 10 games na sila, magkakaalaman na kung ano ba stat. 8-1, last winning streak, 8. Celtics is now 3 wins in a row after the 2 back-to-back defeat. Pacers, 6-4. Bucks, 6-4. Heat, 6-4. At ang mga alanganin, yung 6, 7, 8, 9, no? 10. 7, 8, 9, 10 pala yung alanganin, ano? 5-4, 5-4. Medyo madigit pa. There's nothing to be worried about. The only 2 teams that we need to worry about actually are the Pistons and the Wizards. So the Pistons and the Wizards losing straight 8 games, losing what the heck is the Pistons doing? 8 sunod-sunod na talo na yan. So, not a very good start. The Denver Nuggets, obviously, the Dallas Mavericks, and the Timberwolves, and the Nuggets and the Mavericks, they're expected to be there. 8-2. Nuggets kakatalo lang. And who's responsible for that? The number 3 team, the Timberwolves. And winning streak 6, Rockets 6. 2 of the teams na it might surprise us. Tingnan natin how far they can go in the league. Mahaba pa naman po ang season eh. Thunder 6-4, Warriors 6-5, Kings 4-4. The Lakers, number 8 na naman. Nandito na naman sila sa kumaga sabit. Sabit na naman ng Lakers. So, Suns 4-6, disappointing team. And the most disappointing is the Trailblazers. The Jazz, the Spurs, again, like what I said, they're gonna get the attention, but I don't know if they're gonna get the wins. Because bata pa sila lahat dyan eh. Karamihan eh. They need a veteran there. So, that is the standing at ang mga nangunguna. At tomorrow, let's have a quick pick of the NBA in-season tournament games tomorrow. Na mapapanood nyo po yan sa Sports Plus. Yung games na yan. So, Pistons versus the Hawks. My pick, Hawks. Heat versus the Hornets. Heat. Sixers versus the Pacers. Sixers, yeah. Thunders versus Spurs, the Thunders. Nets versus the Magic, I pick the Magic. Pelicans versus the Mavericks. Ano to? Ba't ganun? Doble yung Mavericks ko, sorry. Nets versus the Magic. Magic ako dito. Pelicans versus the Mavericks. Mavericks ako dyan. Jazz versus the Trailblazers, parehong talunan. Isipan ko kung sino mananalo dyan eh. Baka kasi italpak nyo yan eh. Masisinyo ba ako eh. I'm gonna give it to the Jazz. Warriors versus the Timberwolves. Ang gandang laban na naman to. You know what? I'm gonna give this to the Timberwolves. Nuggets versus the Clippers. Matic Nuggets na yan. Nuggets na yan. And the game that will be watched by many, the Lakers versus the Grizzlies. Pag natalo pa ang Lakers dyan, ewan ko na lang. Lakers yan. Okay? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 laro po ang National Basketball Association tomorrow. And that is our NBA Game Daily Recap. Sa mga nanonood po ngayon, now it's the time for you to ask me questions while I say hi and hello po sa aking pong sponsor na sportsplus.ph. Thank you very much. And basa muna ako ng konting comment ninyo dyan bago tayo matapos sa ating live NBA. Ang konti lang nanonood ngayon. Ano? Paano ba ito? Anong oras ba dapat ako mag-NBA live recap? But anyway, salamat po sa mga nanonood ngayon ha. Lakas ng center ng King. Sir Pao, saan po pwedeng sapakin si SB? Adik yan siguro sa pag yan ka makukuha ng GS si Shakam o si Adebayo. Well, layo pa, dami pang games after dyan, February next year makakalaman. Well, syempre, pag-usapan lang natin. Shoutout po Roger Bustamante. Okay guys, that's it for the NBA live recap. At tonight, ang guest ko si Kit Jimenez. Tulungan niyo po ako. Panoodin natin yung ating pre-recorded live for tonight at 8 p.m. ko yata. Sila at 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. Paki-click na lang po yung notify. Alright? Salamat po sa inyo lahat. Ako po si Salud at taga-taga. Mga 7 p.m. Kasi iniisip ko tingnan natin kung ano yung pwede kong gawin dito sa NBA game recap. Kasi ang gusto ko sana email ang hirap kasi may mga schedule ako sa night para lang may mga naka-schedule ako sa gabi. For example, paano ko to pagsasabayin? Like may interview yung interview schedule kay Kit tomorrow night. Tapos yung so Wednesday, may laban SMB at NLEX. Pagsasabayin ko ba yung recap ng SMB? Kasi nakapagod din so, ginagawa ko one live in the morning, one live at night. And usually, yung live ko sa umaga, which is the NBA game recap. So, anyway, masasanay din siguro kayo. I-reshare nyo na lang para panoodin nyo sa gabi. But salamat po again, and I'll see you again on my next live. Boom, boom, pow. I'm out of here. Thank you po.